Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming away with another low-key broadcast. Today we are living life in the Fastlane as we continue my GM mode in WWE 2K22. But first I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter who, what, where, when, why, or how you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we are happy to have you with us. We hope that he finds you well. Alright, let's head on down to the GWA offices to see what we got going on this week. Yes, first and foremost, we're going to take a look at the rivalries that we have bubbling up for the pending Fastlane pay-per-view. As you can see in the top left corner there, we're in week 43. So today we'll be presenting weeks 43, 44, and 45. 45 being that pay-per-view. The highlighted rivalries that we're looking at here: Naomi, our champion, versus Raquel Gonzalez. We were unable to complete this one last month in storyline time or in Wrestle Universe time, based on our opponents playing a card that prevented Naomi from competing. We're hoping to get it done at Fastlane. China Dakota Kai, we're hoping to get to a level 4 before the pay-per-view happens, so we will have at least 2 level 4 feuds, fingers crossed. We have 2 weeks of television to get as much of this to at least level 3 as possible. We're going to do our best. It also looks like we're trying to start a new feud with what we have booked today. So to that end, just taking a look quickly. So we have Naomi and Raquel feuding at a 4. They're ready to go. Level 3 for China Dakota, also ready to go, but we're going to try to get that to a 4. Shotzi, Liv Morgan at a 2. Need that to be at least a 3. Charlotte Flair, Mickie James probably can't get higher than a 3 in the time we have remaining. Same with Asuka, Rhea Ripley. Well, we'll see what happens at the end of this week of television where things sit. Let's see. I can't imagine you can do 2 run-ins on one match. Wouldn't be wild if you could do a run-in on 2 individuals and try to further 2 feuds in the same match. Let's get our match list out of the way and see what we've booked to help with what we have going on here. So we had Shotzi and Liv Morgan in a feud. They're at a level 2. So we're just throwing them in a tables match to try to get that to a 3. Charlotte is really good on the mic, so we're trying to get her versus Mickie James to a 2 with this promo. This tag match was orchestrated so that Asuka could run in on Rhea Ripley, trying to get that feud up to a level 2. Stone Cold with his weekly charity promo. Here's the new feud we're trying to sneak in here that will hopefully get ready for WrestleMania. Fresh face Mia Yim against Bianca Belair. They did feud earlier in our universe's existence with the roles being reversed. Bianca was the face at the time, Mia Yim the heel. There's the level 3 feud between China and Dakota Kai, hoping that promo that China cuts bumps that to a 4. And then in the main event, Dakota Kai. So Dakota Kai is called out here, which doesn't put her on the show. So I put her in the other half of this tag match. She was requested to tag up with Raquel Gonzalez, so she's doing that. Naomi is in there because she's feuding with Raquel Gonzalez, so they're sort of getting a little interaction in ring before their big pay-per-view match. We have had to sort of keep them apart singles-wise because I don't want the feud to sour before we're able to finish it off at the payper-view. And then we have Naomi teaming with Bayley, and I think that literally might be because Bayley was available, was a specialist, yeah. Like we're not hoping for anything out of, because Dakota Kai's in a feud with China and such, and Raquel's in there with Naomi. Bayley's just here to be Naomi's partner. Probably had the most probably was the most popularity superstar available at the time, as I look at her 53 stamina. Regular tag match, no, tables tag match. Okay, so the only match that's not a tables match is the one where I scheduled a run-in. So for our first week of television, it's going to be 3 consecutive tables matches that we're going to be broadcasting, which means they could vary in length wildly. Let me go ahead and queue up both of my text files real quick. Let me get down to week 43 here. Okay, so Mia Yim to face by week 43, Asuka to heel by week 43. I accomplished that. That was a little goal I set for myself at the 41st week. Took care of that. Now I have week 43 written down. Okay, ready to... Actually, let me back that up. There we go. Alright, tables match, etc, etc, etc. Let me get myself projectitated. Studio mode. Over here. Let's take a look at what we're up to. There we go. Logistics wise, how are we doing? Big Boy Stadium. I was going to say, I don't think we have much. We could get the bonus from the Capitol Center, but let's get the Big Boy Stadium for the moolah. Veteran crew, can't quite do the McMahons. Leading pyro, movie deals. So these at the top, this at the second from the top, this at the top. Power cards are taken care of. I don't want to keep looking at that. We have schedule to run in for this week. So we get a free arena booking that we're going to use at the pay-per-view. And promise Shayna Baszler a match done. Oh, the only promise is that Naomi expects to make an appearance at the upcoming pay-per-view. Fingers crossed, Naomi. We expect you to make one too. But if they play a card stopping you, yikes. I think they may have played like stop a random, like your most random, or your most popular star maybe. And she was the most popular by far at that point. Now she's kind of in the mix with a bunch of others, so maybe that'll help. Okay, speaking of, I gotta remember to play this next week and play this next week. And then the week of the pay-per-view, I'm gonna get free booking for the crew. And then I'm also gonna get a free arena if I do everything right here. Okay, I'm gonna confirm this. I'm gonna get myself out of my way so I can call some of this here action. A trios of tables matches this week to start us off. And here's the first one. Level 2 feud. Liv Morgan Shotzi trying to get this to a level 3, a cruiserweight fight. Gonna have to use their leverage to their advantage to get one or the other through a table here. Let's see if they can come up with a creative way to do it. It's tables night here on GWA's NXT. Alright, we'll wait until they get announced to skip these.
The following contest is a tables match.
It sure is.
Making her way to the ring from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan!
Woo! There we go. So glad I left that for the woo. Woo! Go get him, Liv! And this is, I mean, it's always nice to see this tank. It's a fun entrance, so... Yeah! She's a bad guy, but what a great entrance.
And representing the Queens, from Oakland, California, Shotzi!
Shotzi! Yay! Alright, off we go. To the match! Oh, quick Shotzi chance already. As they fade away just as quickly. Alright, opening action of the week for you. Liv Morgan and Shotzi. As we said, a level 2 feud. Trying to drum up some more action, some more heat for this sucker. With a tables match. Oof. Object of this one, pretty obvious. Put your opponent through the table. Up and around and over goes Liv there. Nice use of the ropes. Up to the top. Beckoning Shotzi to stand. Oh! Little short on the dropkick. Excellent hang time, but just a little short. On the dropkick is Liv. And she gets dumped up and over by Shotzi here. The tables involved, the desks of the commentation station absolutely count. Shotzi, it looks like, electing to catch her breath and get her wits about her. Oh, jeez! Rather than pursue Liv to the floor. Spoke too soon. As she lets that clothesline go through the ropes. Action can continue anywhere around ringside. Tables technically count anywhere. No count out, no DQ. Only way to win. Put your opponent through a table. Should be fairly easy for our international broadcast team to commentate this one. Don't need your monitors when the action's right in front of you, quite literally. What a flurry from Liv here. Oh, under the double arm DDT. Action spilling out to the arena floor here. Shotzi trying to fight her way back into this thing. Escaping to the sanctity of the ring. Have some choice words for Liv Morgan, who introduces the table into the ring. Shotzi slides out to grab the other one that was outside the ring. Liv looking to cut her off here. Does so. Oh. Fights out of the go behind. Back to the table. Ow! STO. Onto that metal frame underneath the wooden table. Ask Bob Holly how much that hurts. Man, a lot of action outside the ring in this one. A lot of positioning to get... Oh! Your opponent just so. Liv just prone against the guardrail, and Shotzi just taking open punches to the face there. Oh, and out into the stairs goes Liv. Object remains the same. There you see a Shotzi using the ropes to help pull herself back to her feet. Has a table in hand. Sets it up in the corner. Oh, gets her legs swept out by Liv. Nice move there. As Liv grabs a second table. Don't know what she had in mind, but Shotzi cuts her off. Up and over. Oh! Bounce. It looked like she bounced off the table. It seems cracked, but not through. Goes Liv. Now Shotzi setting up a second table center of the ring. Lots of opportunities to end this matchup now in play, including the table in the corner. Here goes Liv, looking for a body slam. Oh, Shotzi able to sneak out into a reverse DDT to counter that attempt. Now trying to set Liv up, center of the table, center of the ring. Shotzi with the German suplex in mind. Oh, head and neck of Liv Morgan driven through the table. Shotzi, your winner. No replay for you. No replay. All right, let's see how we did. First, let's give Shotzi a second here to celebrate. Maybe we can grab a thumbnail early. I like that's got her howl. That's funny. Ah, it didn't help their feud at all. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Okay, so that was just a 3-star matchup. Nothing else happened. Good. That was good. Okay, I'm going to stay right here for the next couple of segments here because we're going to just simulate a couple here. All right. Call out promo between Flair and Mickie James. I can already tell you it went well. Pulling their rivalry up to a 2. Okay, let's see. Okay, already updated that. Scroll down to week 43. Now, just for my own records, it was in fact an excellent promo. Sure, I assumed as such. And now this next matchup has the run-in schedule, so hang on one second. Sammy George, Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm. Early tag champs were Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm. Asuka running in on Rhea Ripley to try to further that feud. Here we go.
1, 2.
Don't be better than 3 stars. 2.5 would be great. 2.5 would be dandy. 3 is, I think this, like, if it's the same, it's also okay. So that did what we wanted it to do. Rivalry 2 between Asuka and Rhea Ripley. Okay. Not bad. Next up, charity promo for Stone Cold. I've already written down. Excellent 5,000 fans. And wouldn't you know it, that's exactly what happened. All right, tables match numero dos. I'm going to spectate this one. Trying to start a new feud that we're going to try to pay off at WrestleMania. Much like the Liv Morgan Shotzi feud, if it doesn't progress enough, we can also try to pay that one off at WrestleMania. Gotta think not so long term. Gotta think just the last 5 weeks after we finish the pay-per-view today. So just trying to keep a couple of things bubbling, a few things simmering. We gotta get our tag champs involved in something. Hopefully for the... anyway, it's all got a peek at Mania. Let's spectate this table match. So, new babyface Mia Yim. Heel Bianca Belair, as we keep pointing out. They were opposites. Opposite spectrum in a feud earlier this season. Let's see how they fare with Mia Yim, supposedly the beloved babyface. You know, a bit of a reaction. Where's the announcer?
The following contest
well, that was a long time.
A tables match. Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California, Mia Yim.
There we go. That took a while. Just want to get them keyed and get their names said, and then we'll get through these entrances. I mean, I like the full television presentation if I can help it, you know?
And from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair!
See how considerate that was? What a quick entrance. Perfect. See, does her little thing. She's walking down the aisle. I feel free to skip it. Just like she's skipping down the aisle. Appreciate you. These two competitors are raring to go. Renewing hostilities in a tables match. Theme of the evening. The only regular tag match, or the only regular match, period, we had to skip due to a run-in. So it's a trio of tables matches for us in this first week. And we'll see what we book in the go-home show and see how Fastlane shakes out in and of itself. I have to monitor rivalries and stamina from now until the end of this thing, I'm sure. It's going to be a grind to the finish. Boom. Nice shooting star, standing shooting star there from Bianca Belair. And for a frog splash off the ropes. Or a standing frog splash. Springing off the ropes. Rebounding off the ropes. In any event, Mia Yim getting the knees up. Some impressive athleticism from Bianca Belair, but the object of this one, not pinfall or submission. Gotta put your opponent through a table. Into the tarantula now goes Mia Yim. Interesting strategy here. No one to break that hold. Mia Yim herself decides to let go. Normally you get a 5 count to break that one from the ref, but no referee in this one. At least not directly involved. There is an official at ringside, just out of camera view at all times, to call for a successful execution, I suppose, of putting someone through a table. I don't know quite how to phrase it, but they're on the lookout for what constitutes the finish of this matchup. Bodily putting your opponent through the table. Could be any part of them, as long as they shatter that table. Oh gosh, slammed against the ring frame there as Mia Yim spine first and then just drips to the floor like so much molasses. Bianca Belair in charge of this one. We're going to set up the table center of the ring. Think she has Mia Yim worn down to put her through it. Mia Yim creeping up on her. Oh! Mia Yim quickly into the package pile driver. Out of nowhere. Could end this thing in a hurry. Has Bianca against the table. Here comes Mia. Pancake through and your winner. Now let's see if that started a feud. Barely got going.
Here is your winner, Mia!
Also, no replay for you. That was a quick one. Quick, this is awesome chant, too. All right, looks very grateful towards the crowd. Seemed to be accepting her as a baby face. Appreciate that. How'd we do? 3.5 stars. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Not because it didn't start a feud, because that's the best match so far, and we still have a main event to go that was supposed to just be a normal match. Wow, 3.5. Just based on the style clash, I guess. I mean, like they were complimentary of one another. Wild. There's no way the main event is getting 3.5, but I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh, it didn't do anything. This was already at a 3. They had a promo. It didn't do anything. China cut a good promo. No advancement. Ooh, rough. Okay, and there's no feud advancement on the line in this one either. This is just straight up a tag tables match because it was requested that Dakota and Raquel tag, so we're fulfilling that request of Dakota's. Oh no, we might have fulfilled that before, but we already know that Raquel and Dakota make a good team. And Naomi and Raquel are supposedly in the top feud in the company, right? We got to get them on TV against each other to keep their popularity up. So here we go. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Not that there's any deception involved, just it's very complicated toward the end of this thing, managing feuds, popularity, stamina. A lot going on. Okay, this is going to be 4 separate entrances because they aren't official tag teams. So I might skip through these once Naomi makes her entrance with the belt. This extended entrance with the title that unfortunately doesn't even light up at the moment. All right, anytime, announcer.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. Introducing first, from Orlando, Florida, the NXT Women's Champion, Naomi!
Yay, there's our champ. All right, thank you so much. Next, and her partner. Babyface Bailey again. Can't give her hugger identity back, though.
And from San Jose, California, Bailey!
That's quick. There she is. Next. Their opponents. Rago, says the... Okay, there we go.
And from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Gonzalez.
Just and. Not even to their opponents. Not even in the blue corner. I wouldn't expect that, but... And.
From Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
And that's it. All right, let's get to this one. Woo! Tag team tables action for your main event. Champion Naomi staring across the ring from her future challenger Raquel. Both Bailey and Naomi both going for Raquel Gonzalez there, allowing Dakota Kai to sneak up on Naomi. As you can tell, all 4 competitors in the ring at the same time. First member of the team to put a member of the opposing team through a table wins the match for their team. It is not a tables elimination. It is first table. And once again, they count anywhere. All other weapons are also legal, but I'm pretty sure they only put tables under the ring for this one. It's Fable Thursday here in the first week of NXT. 3 table matches in a row. 3 Fable matches on Fable Thursday. Naomi and Dakota paired off in the ring. Raquel and Bailey outside of the ring. Dakota and Chyna have an issue going into Fastlane. Naomi and Raquel will be at it finally for the title in the main event of Fastlane. Stipulations to be announced. Not quite sure what we're going to book there. Depends on how much stamina they have. Oh, Naomi went under the ring for it. Table on Dakota. Meanwhile, Raquel has cleared off one of the desks at the commentation station and is just woman handling Bailey inside the ring as Naomi and Dakota fight outside. Close to the ramp. Nice kick to the arm there from Dakota Kai. Considers herself captain of Team Kick, does Dakota. Champion stunned. Naomi worse for wear here out of all the 4 competitors so far. Dakota Kai doing a great job against the world champ here. Relative newcomer to the GWA roster, but it's really accounted herself well here. Oh, especially in this team with Raquel Gonzalez. Hang on, middle of the ring. Meanwhile, off the second rope with a Bailey to belly goes Bailey. Trying to follow it up here on a prone. Raquel Gonzalez drops the big elbow. Hail to the Chief goes Bailey, but that's not going to win you the match. Oh, what a kick by Naomi on the floor. Naomi and Bailey really turning things around here. Bailey looking for a table to end this thing, perhaps. Raquel Gonzalez still down and out in the ring. Finally making her way back to her feet. Bailey looking for another table as Raquel retrieves the first one and sets it up. In comes table 2. Out goes Raquel. Back in. Oh, nope. I thought back in went Raquel there, but Bailey just bounced her off the ring frame a little bit. Oh, what a clothesline there by Gonzalez. Naomi now back into the ring. Cameron, can we get back on Naomi in the ring? That was a beautiful power slam, don't get me wrong. But there was a table set up. I didn't see how it was knocked down, but obviously neither Naomi nor Dakota went through it. Naomi isolated now. Both of her opponents in the ring against her. Oh, what a maneuver by Kai. That may have knocked Naomi out. Throw it against the corner of the table now. Raquel stalking Bailey. Oh, Naomi once again off the table and through with the enziguri. Kai and Gonzalez with the victory. You can see how pleased Raquel Gonzalez is about it. Had to survive a second rope Bailey to belly. Did Raquel there? That upper kick there by Dakota Kai, proving to be the knockout shot. And the #1 contender and friend looking real good heading into the pay-per-view. Let's get back on cam. Please be 3.5 stars. Yay! That's all I needed. Oh, phew. Okay, so it went 3 stars, 3 stars, 3.5 stars, 3.5 stars. I think that's fine. I think that's a perfectly acceptable television show. It started okay and got a little bit better. Like it started pretty good and got a little bit better. And I'm going to skip all their nonsense. Ooh, Ronda's so beat up. Oof, oof, oof. Good booking. Good booking. See, it all worked out. All right, let's continue. Bailey and Naomi work really well together as a team. I'm going to make a note of that because we need babyface tag teams. Let me write that down. Naomi and Bailey. Babyface team. Also, Bailey and Liv work together really well. Looks like Bailey's just a good tag team partner. Okay. Shotzi's been putting in so much work, kind of worried lady, though, been looking rough lately. Okay, so that means she's not doing so great stamina-wise. And we lost 23,000 fans. How many did they lose? Yeah, thank you for the free booking. They lost 16,000, so they gained 7,000 on us. That's all I'm getting from that. It's still competitive. Love it. All right, Minneapolis. 1 second there, Stone Cold. We are not going to be renewing your contract. We have to hire somebody else through WrestleMania. Minneapolis. That's me grimacing at having to spell Minneapolis. Hey, my contract at NXT is up at the end of the week, so they get one more out of them. So that means we can do one more charity promo from Stone Cold, and then we have to hire somebody. Play Superstars GM. Oh, okay. This week I also need to play, or this week actually I need to play Double Cost, play the Veto card, Last Charity, and then this week I need to hire new spokesperson. That's our new charity. Okay, so I'm just making some notes for myself here in week 44. It's going to be our last with Stone Cold, and we'll get somebody else for take us through to the end here. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'd be interested in staying, and the cost would be 36 grand. You know what? Sure, Stone Cold could hang with us. Yeah, sure. Thanks. I'm not feeling physically 100% right now. I don't mind pain, but I don't want a serious injury because she's at 33. Yeah, no problem. Is it okay if I take 2 weeks off? Tell you what, take a week off at the health spa. How's that? Thanks, boss. I appreciate it. Yim cheated me in that last match. I want a rematch in the next 2 weeks. No problem. No problem. Yep. Sure thing, Bianca. Maybe she wants to start a feud after all. Good. I'll show everyone who's the real winner this time. I can do that tonight for you. Tell you what. Where are you? Me and Yim. Bianca Belair. Done. What's my commissioner goal? Have your most popular babyface and heel, female babyface and heel, fight each other. Ooh, that Hell Spa 3 though. I'll take that. Oh, sweet. Okay, so I just bought that card. Since I already had a card in my inventory, I think they already played it on Shotzi, and that's how I was able to be like, you know what? Take a week off. I'm pretty sure. Busy for a week. Oh, I love it. Because I had that card in my inventory, it just let me have the option to just play that card immediately and keep her happy. I very much appreciate that. Okay, so who is my most popular? Charlotte and Naomi. Okay, who she's in there with? Mickey. Oh no, it went down to a 3. Look at that. Oh, I didn't know that could happen. Shoot. Okay. It went down. Ack. So I actually have nothing at level 4. So here is what my rivalries look like, I think. Hang on one second. Let me just do this. Drop out of that, actually. There. So we managed to get some of these lower ones. Well, this one didn't move, but we got these two up to 3, and this one didn't go up. And in fact, Naomi Raquel Gonzalez, since we've cooled it off a little bit, has actually gone down to 3. So this is gonna be a tough one. This is gonna be a tough one, and we're again trying to start the Mia Yim Bianca Belair to peak at now WrestleMania. Okay, this is gonna take some doing. Back in studio mode. There we go. So we have that going. Let's have Naomi call out Raquel to hopefully get that back to a 4. That we can't do that. We're not doing the commissioner goal this week, unfortunately. China and Dakota still at a 3. Quickest way to do it is to try promos. Dakota calls out China. Last charity promo, or we rehired Stone Cold. He's got 6 weeks remaining, so that should take us through to the end of the show, I would think. Charity promo from Stone Cold. Okay, so that's 2 feuds and a potential 3rd being addressed. We have to put the other 3 in the ring here. So China. So these are our 2 most popular. Trying to use promos to get them over the top. Asuka, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Mickie James, and Shotzi, Liv Morgan. Okay, so let's just put them in one-on-one matches for now. So Charlotte, Mickie James. We're gonna get dinged for no match variety. I think, but that's okay. Where's Asuka? Asuka, Rhea Ripley, one-on-one. Main event. Who's left? Shotzi, Liv. Shotzi's busy this week, so we're not doing Shotzi, Liv. Okay. If we get these 2 up to 4, we get the maximum pay-per-view bonus. If not, we at least have them both at 3, and I can step down an arena size to still make sure I get the pay-per-view bonus for the pay-per-view. So I'm still okay with that. We can still make it work in case we don't get both of these to 4. But that leaves our main event wide open if Shotzi and Liv can't go this week. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Random tag match featuring our champs. Where are our champs? There we go. And who could they possibly face? Bayley and Naomi worked really well as a team. they're not going to be working well, or they're not going to be teaming up. I'm going to do Bailey, Kylie Ray, non-title. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is Xylee not doing anything? Oh, it's Xylee and Kaylee Ray in just a random match, non-title. Let's see. Okay, this has no rivalry. This has a rivalry. This has a rivalry. So let's maybe bookend these two and start. Now we can start futzing around. Stamina-wise, this is great. So let's make this an extreme rules for the moment. Crazy that we're doing that going into a pay-per-view, but we are. Let's at least do tables for this one. This is kind of a nothing concrete going on in this one. Same with this. Just could be a straight up matchup because we're trying to just spark something, you know. Okay, they are our tag champs. Do I put them here or here? 61-72, 66-76. Technically, they have a rivalry going, and it's a tables match, and they're both better suited. I'm gonna leave that alone. This is also 2-4. I'm gonna bump that down to a tables, save the bigger stuff for the pay-per-view. Let's see if I can tweak this a little bit. By which I mean add interference. So I have 2 fighters and 2 specialists. Do I have anybody on the heel side? Perfect. You can run in on Xylee. Okay, now we're trying to start a Shayna Baszler Xylee. Wait a minute. Let me just double check to see if they have very recently feuded. If they haven't, then we're okay. Shayna Baszler versus Bailey didn't start anything. Just looking for Shayna, what she's been up to. Shayna Baszler. Not. Oh, she literally just feuded with Xylee at TLC. Okay, so we will do her against Kaylee Ray, her other major opponent that she feuds against. The other person she feuds against. Okay. That's okay that we failed the commissioner goal. I would have loved to have had that at Hell Spa 3, but we got to do what we got to do. Speaking of, veto random superstar for next week. So that's one of their stars for the pay-per-view. Check. Double the cost of the show for next week. All special matches for SmackDown will be doubled next week. Absolutely. Thank you. Hell Spa. Who do we got at the lowest here? Stamina lowest. Shotzi and Bailey. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do Chyna because she's the lowest one in a current feud. There you go. So Chyna gets the week off. Yeah, Chyna gets the week off. I mean, she gets called out. Hopefully that does it. Okay. Tables. Trying to get that to a 3. Fingers crossed. This is just a match to have a match. I mean, we're trying to start something with Kaylee Ray and Shayna again. Mia Yim, Bianca. Trying to start something here. So this is trying to start a feud. These are the start feud section. And then the existing feud section. 2-2. Level 3, level 3. And our 5th feud that we have at a 2. We have to rest Shotzi. She's all beat up. So we're going to leave her alone. So, logistic-wise, it's 8 plus that's a 17. That already starts at well, okay. Let's see what we can do. Oh boy. What are we missing to get this? 4 special matches. Okay. So, what can we do? Run in. I don't really want to run in here because she wants Mia Yim, Bianca. Like, they want each other in the ring. Don't want to do another tables. Her stamina is pretty low, though. I'm going to leave it alone. Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'll just 2 for this. We don't have to watch it anyway. So I'll just 2 for that. And now we get the veteran crew bonus. and then the movie deal and the pyro. We're in the Thunderdome, so we get the bonus for that. So we're not going to make as much money this week based on ticket sales, but the overall show quality should be better going into the pay-per-view when we go back to the big open stadium. So, okay, so 4 bonuses this week at the cost of live gate, but that's all right. The fans that we lose, I believe, are just our television viewers, so that shouldn't, like, the size of arena we pick shouldn't technically affect that, I don't think. So trying to get that to a 3, trying to get that to a 4, try to start something here. This is now a tables match, because of course it is. And there's a run-in, so that's a 2-for-1 special in terms of gimmick match and interference. Trying to start a feud between Kaylee Ray and Shayna. This one's trying to start a feud between Mia Yim and Bianca in the mid-card here. Trying to pump that back up to a 4 since we've had to have it cool down for so long. And then trying to get this to a 3 with a tables match as well. Okay, power cards. Done everything we need to do. Don't have any injury rehab. Should I need to fix anything? No, not quite yet. Not quite yet. Nobody's been hurt. We're going to get a free crew booking. What's this? I'm going to play this next week. I'm going to play this next week. I'm going to play this next week. So, hang on. Fastlane. Hire new spokesperson. Oh, no, don't need to do that. I have Stone Cold until the end now. I need to play free crew. Free arena. Before we book Fastlane. Okay, let's get back to the book show tab here, and I'm going to write out what we've done. What have you done? I'm going to write out what we've done. We have Asuka versus Rhea Ripley in a tables match. Hoping to bump that up. Bump it up, bump it up. We have Dakota Kai calling out China. We have... hang on one second. I'm skipping the second match for a second while I do Zaya and Kay versus Natalia and Indy, non-title. Match 2 turns out to be just a straight-up match between Mia Yim and Bianca Belair. The never-ending feud between Shayna Baszler and Kaylee Ray might get reignited based on a run-in there. And then another call-out promo, Naomi to Raquel Gonzalez, hoping to get their hostilities back to a level 4 out of 4 just before the pay-per-view happens. And then in the main event, Charlotte Flair versus Mickie James in a tables match. Again, hoping to get that to at least a 3. 3s and 4s, and we can finish them at the pay-per-view. Hoping to get that to a 3. That's already fine. That's already fine. It'd be great if it was higher, but that's already fine. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, so if this all works, we will have 4 feuds to blow off at the pay-per-view. And the 5th match, we will maybe just throw in a random tag title match. Like, if Kaylee Ray and Xia Li still manage to win despite the interference, I might just strap them up or try to strap them up just to see. Okay, play the double cost and veto cards as expected. Done. Week 44 booked. We got the logistics. Small arena, but we wanted the show quality bonus this time around. We're going to sacrifice the extra money. Absolutely not worth it to add 2 weeks to a Legends contract for 30 grand. We got them for 6 weeks for 36 grand. So don't be silly. That's 15 grand a week versus the 6 that we paid. Don't be silly. Yep, she's getting that tonight. That happened. Contracts. We have to worry about Bailey after the pay-per-view. Mickie James. Okay, China, Bailey, Mickie James. Everyone else is fine. Oh. Apparently Stone Cold's expires at the end of 49, so we have these 4 people to worry about. That's hilarious. So we can either like fire him for the last week or like hire him one last time. Either way, good for me. I mean, we can afford him either way, so it doesn't really matter. All right, we did not get Health Spa 3. That's okay. We did the best we could. We're getting on down to the ring for the go-home show for Fastlane, Week 44, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Here we go. Confoim in the Thunderdome, even though I'm hoping it's an actual crowd and not the Thunderdome crowd. Okay, lots of tables matches as per usual. Oh, we got to skip one this time. So table match, regular match, table match. Watching 3 out of the 4 on this week's show as well. Let me get out of the way and get on down to the ring. Asuka, Rhea Ripley, trying to get this feud ready for the pay-per-view. Last chance for a lot of this stuff. Last chance to merge into the fast lane for everybody involved here. What a gem Asuka is. Absolute, probably my fave. Like it since she showed up. What a treat. Okay. Ring announcer, if you would be so kind.
The following contest is a tables match. Making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, Asuka.
I like how he adds the extra syllables to Asuka. 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 She comes from the land of the rising sun. Sorry. Rhea's turn. Fruit Pyro.
Representing the Bad Girls from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
The Bad Girls? Oh, I think I have her and Toni Storm as Bad Weather. Asuka's ready. Rhea Ripley's ready. Hope you're ready, because it's table match time. You know them, you love them. We have precious few gimmick match options. Whoa! Oh, she was so close to hitting that table. That would have been the end of the match right there. Asuka following her to the outside. Ripley trying to play it off as though nothing happened. Oh, God. Trying to get control of the table. Asuka having none of it. Just hammering away on Rhea Ripley, the back of her head against the wooden table. No padding betwixt that and the floor. I'll tell you that much. Ouchies. Asuka off to a hot start. Interesting. Decides against throwing the table into the ring. Whoa! Springboard elbow to the outside by Rhea Ripley. Nobody home, but right back to her feet. Gotta be wrestling on pure adrenaline at the moment as Ripley. Trying to get back into this thing in a big bad way. Starting things off by bouncing Asuka's head off the floor. Oh. And then off the ring steps. Rolls back inside, leaps to the top. What does Ripley have in mind here? Scouting Asuka on the floor. Oh, missile drop kick off the top. What a back bump for Ripley to take. Meanwhile, Asuka's got to eat 2 boots to the mush. Trying to hyperextend the knee. Trying to seize up the lower back. Ripley attacking every different angle of Asuka she can possibly encounter here. Hang on. Hammer lock. Oh, into the sit-out powerbomb. That could separate your shoulder and crack your back for you. Now it's Rhea Ripley's turn to get bounced off the stairs. Only way to win this one, put your opponent through a table. All of this is just to wear down your opponent. There are no pins, no submissions. Asuka's just having fun inflicting pain. Oh, striking away is Asuka. To the delight of the capacity crowd here. Standing room only. I'd like to pretend we're on a college campus this week. That's why it's a smaller arena. Less than a week to go before Fastlane. That's our next event coming your way. Oh. Asuka may have been thinking pile driver, Ripley able to counter it. The impressively powerful back and shoulders of Ripley there. Getting her out of that predicament. Finally sliding a table into the ring. Asuka looking for a second one. Ripley distracted. Should be focusing on the table already in the ring. More interested in cutting Asuka off. Oh, what a power slam, and then the table bouncing off the face of Asuka on its way down to the floor. Gets scooped up once again by Ripley. Spun around. Oh, slammed legs first against the steps that time. Goes Asuka. Now getting her neck cranked. That might actually feel good after all the punishment she's suffered so far. Asuka right back into it with those strikes. Amazing how she can swing momentum back in her favor with a few well-placed attacks. Like those forearm shots and that half and half release suplex. Up and over goes Rhea Ripley. Asuka has an Asuka lock in the chamber, but it's not going to win her the matchup. Lung blower there. Now Asuka to work on the legs of Ripley. Ripley certainly suffered the more damage of the two, as you can tell by the health trackers that each of our competitors voluntarily has surgically implanted in the back of their neck. Smaller than a grain of rice is the little device that, as we repeatedly state, is voluntarily implanted. No one says no. It's practically harmless, like getting your ears pierced. Allows us up-to-date information on the overall cardiovascular conditioning, the overall pain level of our performers. Just one of the many innovations we here at the GWA, the Gnarly Wrestling Aisle, bring to you each and every week. In our presentation of our fair sport. Hang on! Asuka looking to end things here with the German suplex! Oh, and she does! Up and over goes Ripley. Asuka, your winner. This is Asuka, chants the crowd. Asuka! Not too shabby. Not too shabby. How'd we do? 4 stars to open us off. Holy moly. And they've bumped their rivalry up to where I can blow it out for the pay-per-view. Thank you so much. Rivalry 3, that's all we could ask for. And a 4-star affair at that. Okay, so a level 3 rivalry. All singles rivalries going into the pay-per-view this time, by the way. As I said, if we end up doing a tag match, it'll be a cold tag title match. If Xia Li and Kaylee Ray somehow manage to beat Natalya and Indy despite the interference, we're going to give them a title shot at the pay-per-view just cuz. Just to have another high-ranking match if we can help it. 4 stars. Rivalry goes up to 3. How does this promo go? Rivalry up to 4 for Dakota and China. Excellent. That one is definitely ready to go for the pay-per-view. Love to see it. We do need 2 level 4 rivalries to get the proper pay-per-view bonus, but I'm fine with we have at least 2 level 3s, so that gives us the smaller of the 2 bonuses. If we want the larger of the 2 bonuses in the largest arena, hopefully the call-out between Naomi and Raquel goes just as well as this one did. A good promo from Dakota Kai. And enough. Did enough to get that rivalry percolating up to level 4 as we spectate another matchup. This one a straight up contest. Last week we saw them in a tables. This week Bianca Belair has demanded a rematch, and we're going to grant one. A normal one-on-one contest, pinfall and submissions. Mia Yim, Bianca Belair. Let's get down to the ring. Whee! The following contest is a match. We're set for 3 falls, maybe, or 1 fall. As we await, Liam's got to do her little dancey Madoo here. I'm sure it's timed perfectly to her actual theme.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California, Mia Yim.
That one guy was really excited for Fontana. All right. That took almost all of her entire entrance to get to her name. And this one's quicker. She just has to like spin around.
And from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca Belair.
Ding! Done spinning. All right. You know him. You love him. JK, it's a straight up table, or it's a straight up match. It's not a tables match. A referee and everything. Ding, 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 and we are underway here. Pinfall submission. I believe there might be some disqualification options, like in the ring, but as far as I'm aware, there are no countouts. So I don't know about weapon usage. They don't tend to grab them in the normal matches, but I can tell you for sure there are no countouts. Haven't seen disqualifications as of yet in a normal match, but I don't play them, I just observe them, so I can't definitively say. And I wouldn't waste my time. Well, maybe I can do that experimentally in a separate save. Just play a match and grab a weapon and clock somebody with it and see if I get disqualified. Because I cannot adjust the rules. Whoa! Twisting moonsault for Mia Yim, but nobody home. Yim trying to show off her athleticism against the EST of NXT. Bianca Belair just got dumped on her head by Mia Yim. Some intense back and forth action so far in this contest. See the momentum swinging as we speak. Back and forth they go. Hang on. Pump handle flipped over to the gut buster. Oh, and then immediately gets the knees up. These two know each other so well. Have issues dating back to the beginning of the season. Hang on. Serving a soul food for Bianca Belair. Mia might be looking for her to protect her neck here. Yeah, they're creating some space by setting her up and over. Thinking about following her outside. Him struggling back to her feet. Nope, Belair waits for her to return to the ring. Oh! Greets her with a slap. Up and over. Alley-oop. Powerbomb variation by Belair. He's rolled through. Back control on the ground. And just stomping away is Belair. Oh, stepping on the wrist of her opponent. That can't feel good. Him trying to get back into this thing. Takes advantage of the fact that they're close to the ropes. Oh! Out goes Belair to the floor. Mia trying to get this crowd riled up. Trying to get some energy from the crowd here after the... Oh! Intense activities now to the small of the back by Bianca Belair. Hang on. Deadlift into the gorilla press on the arena floor. What impressive power from Bianca Belair. Oh. Just dropping her on her stomach. Belair stalking around Yim. Trying to invite her back into the ring for a fight. Gets goaded back outside and thrown into the stairs by Yim. Trying to prove she has plenty of fight left. Striking away, as we said, no countouts. Might not be disqualifications either. Oh! But a lot of pain for Mia Yim. That scoop up power slam on the floor. Back into the stairs goes Yim now. Gonna fight her way back into this thing. Having to fight for every bit of positioning and control in this one. As we said, these two have issues dating back to the beginning of the season here in the third generation of the gnarly wrestling aisle. GWA G3. Since then, we've seen a change in attitude from both competitors. But certainly no diminishing their fighting spirit, as finally the action returns to the ring, and Mia Yim looking to protect your neck and knock out Belair into the cover. 1, 2. No, Belair out at 2, and a strong kick at 2 at that. Clearly having to collect herself on the canvas, but certainly had enough to kick out at 2. Mia Yim looking to put her away, invites her back to her feet. Oh, thinks better of a move off the top, and instead of Northern Lights, doesn't hold for the pin, does Mia Yim. Interesting. Thought she may have been going straight into a pin there. Now just trying to set Belair up in the corner. Once again ascending the turnbuckle is Yim, turning around for that moonsault. Beautifully executed. Hooks the leg. Kick out at 1 by Belair. Mia Yim's had enough. Protect your neck, center of the ring. This could do it. Yim into the cover. 1, 2. No, Belair out again. What a contest. Twice now Belair is kicked out after a protect your neck. A move that has knocked out lesser opponents. Oh, got her on the way by with a second leg. Shades of Shelton Benjamin and the money clip out of Mia Yim. Oh, soul food to Belair. Able to roll out of the way. Hang on. KOD out of nowhere. Belair into the cover. 1, 2. No. Mia Yim out at 2. What a matchup we have for you. What was the first one? 4 stars? Okay, you can be like 3.5. This is getting crazy. Belair going for a second kiss of death. Center of the ring. Rolls into the pin. Hooks the leg deep. 1, 2, 3. Belair wins. What a matchup. What a 3.5-star matchup at most, please. Nice aerial shot of that soul food earlier in the match. Several applications that protect your neck, but Belair able to survive them and somehow come back with 2 KODs at the end of this one. For the victory. I did it, I did it. I won the match and did it. How'd we do? Finally got the rivalry, and it was 2.5. Oh, okay. No problem. 2.5 stars. I mean, thank you for not being better than 4, but 2.5 stars. That's a jumping off point. Rivalry 1. New rivalry. Okay. Mia Yim versus Bianca Belair. And it was a straight up match, so it's minimal stamina loss. Here we go. It was okay. I mean, the performance in the match would indicate otherwise, but I get it. How'd you do, Steve? Who'd have thought? 5K with the promo. Oh, I didn't write it in this time. 5K, not equals 5K, plus 5K. I mean, it equals a guaranteed 5 plus 5K, but sure. Oh, we gotta simulate this one because it's a tag team tables with a run-in. How'd we do?
2, 3.
Champs win the non-title match. It's a mediocre match, and we got the rivalry started. 2 stars. And we got the rivalry perked back up. Shayna Baszler, Kaylee Ray. Once again feuding. Okay, another singles feud coming out of it. Shayna Baszler, Kaylee Ray. Again. I think it might just be the second time. No, it might be the third. It's the second, or it's at least the second, if not the third. Yes! Yes! And the promo from Naomi perks the rivalry right back up to 4 in time for the pay-per-view, which also means we have 2 rivalries at level 4 that we can end at the pay-per-view. Excellent. Thank you so much. That's our champ for you. And in the main event of the weekly shows, we're trying to get Charlotte Flair, Mickie James up to a level 3 with a tables match. Wouldn't you know it? Let's spectate this one. I'm going to get out of the way. And we'll do our limited entrances as we do. Here for your main event of the weekly television heading into a 5-match pay-per-view.
The following contest is a tables match. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City.
That took a while. Okay, you can look at the audience with contempt in your own time. We have a show to do, so let's speed this along. Man, those pants look dangerous to wear.
From Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
Woo. You know what? I haven't played this with sound. Does she come out to Hardcore Country? Probably not, right? Probably the old Mickey, you're so fine type of thing. Oh, action starting off hot and heavy. Look at Charlotte go. Oh, straight into the backdrop suplex. Object of this one to put your opponent through a table. Charlotte looking to smear the lipstick across the face of Mickie James here. Oh, with that knee off the top. James right back into it. Nice go behind. And we got Charlotte down to the ground here. Got her opponent on the canvas. Try to maintain control, but a nice drag and screw by Flair, getting right back on top of the action. We're going to small her back and pulling at the neck of Mickie James with that. All in service of wearing down your opponent to get him through a table. Neckbreaker coming up, rude awakening style. As Charlotte sits down with it. Adding extra impact as her shoulder jams into the side of your head. Big boot by Flair. Man, Flair off to a heck of a start in this one. Stalking Mickie James through a figure 8 attempt. Again, this won't win you the match. Look at her humiliate her opponent. Is Charlotte Flair with a figure 8 in the center of the ring. And even if Mickie James taps, nowhere for her to go. Oh, eventually able to fight her way free is Mickie. Damage done, however. Might be limping for the rest of this contest. Hang on. Flurry of activity from James. Slides out of the ring, grabs the table. Charlotte able to cut her off as they fight for it. Charlotte slides it into the ring smartly. Mickie James a bit slow in pursuit there. See the damage done to the legs. Go behind. Neck breaker of her own to Charlotte. And Mickie James decides one table isn't enough. Here comes table number 2. Both of the de facto tables from ringside now in the ring. Charlotte takes a moment to pose for the crowd, and it costs her. James is like, we need more tables. You know what we need in this ring? A table, says Mickie James. So in comes table 3. As Charlotte sets up one of the tables center of the ring. Mickie joins her. Once again, Charlotte distracted by the crowd. Mick kick by Mickie James may have knocked Charlotte out. Mickie looking to end this thing. Another big boot to the face with that kick off the ropes. Mickie James trying to press the advantage. Has Charlotte near the table, center of the ring. Ooh. Could have flipped her leg first through the table there, and that would have been it. Has Charlotte right where she wants her. Oh, suplex into the incorrect table. Has Charlotte stunned, center of the ring, has her set up. Mickie James looking at this thing, and done with a drop kick. Mickie James, your winner. Well, that started before it really got ended before it really got going. That Mick kick turned things around in Mickie James's favor.
Here is your winner, Mickie James.
And a measure of revenge for all the mean things Charlotte said about Mickie James. How'd we do? 3.5, and it grew the rivalry. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. Okay. Let's get down here. They're going to get mad at me that my opening match was better than my main match. Probably. But I don't care. Things went up and then went down. Great. Rivalry 3. And then we'll skip their show. Woo! How are you guys doing? Man, Ronda's still cooking, huh? Wowzers. Charity. Wow. Desperate for fans. Charity. Jerry Lawler and Fandango were in a feud. Ilyana Dragunov and JBL. MVP and Vader. And then your main event. Man, they got a lot of homegrown stars. I'm surprised nobody got hurt. Her stamina's 9 and 16. How do they not get hurt? Good booking. Yeah, they didn't ding me at all. Only lost 18,000 fans. That's fantastic. Okay. Shayna carries NXT every week. Put her in a championship match. All she did was run in. Okay. Still in first place. They only lost 7,000, so they actually gained 18,000 on us, or 11,000 on us. Fantastical. Something's going on. Hang on. Something good just happened, but I couldn't read what it was, and my thing isn't updating to let me know. But hey, whatever it was, thank you. I'm sure it was very generous of you. I do not know. Okay. Ooh, it's getting closer. Just under, it's like 150. Okay, San Diego, California for Fastlane. San Diego. Oh, we gotta have Bailey for San Diego. I feel like that's one of her home, some sort of home turf action, right? Or close to. Man, I really wish it would have told me what that thing was. You know what? Let me go sneakily to my Twitch page. Not so sneakily if I'm just doing it on air. But give me 1 second here before I deal with the managerial duties. To get up here. Ah, there we are. Trophy Gamer 1. Thank you so much for the follow. My apologies for not addressing it immediately. It didn't seem to show up anywhere else. Anyway. Bailey's contract is up at the end of the week. How you doing? Interested in staying? You need to give me $23,000? No problem. No problem. What a steal. So she's with us to the end of the run. Thanks for the rematch against Yim. No problem. Told you I'd get the win this time. And you proved yourself to me earlier when you gave me that title shot. Feel like I'm on a roll this season at NXT. That loser Shane attacked me during that last fight. I'm not going to stand for garbage like that. I want to settle things in the ring with her within the next 3 weeks. Absolutely. That's kind of the point. 1 sec. Okay, exit and continue booking. Good. Says Kaylee Ray. Good. Have at least one Hell in a Cell match and get free advertising. I promised a grudge match against Shayna Baszler within 3 weeks. I have 3 weeks to do that, so by week 48. Okay. Kaylee Ray versus Shayna by week 48. I can guarantee you that I'll be doing it at week 46, so don't worry about it. Okay. Let's check our power cards. The only one of any use to us is Fixies. Let's play Free Arena this week. Free Arena. We're going to play Free Crew Booking this week. There we go. And we're going to book... we're actually going to do the Superstars GM, raising everybody's morale by 15 at our second last pay-per-view. So Fastlane, and then for the last 5 weeks in WrestleMania, we're boosting their morale going into the home stretch. The entire roster, morale goes up by 15. I've been holding on to that card the entire season, so we finally played it. All right. In the main event, finally, for the title, Raquel Naomi. 74 stamina, 81 stamina, title match, absolutely. Hell in a Cell. There's your main event. We have other feuds that need addressing. Hang on one second. Hell in a Cell for the GWA title. Raquel Gonzalez versus Naomi, champion. That's our main event at the moment. Then you roll back up for these feuds, yo. Okay, our other level 4 feud is China Dakota. We're gonna put that in the opener. So I got Dakota coming out first, and then China. We're going to, what's that one? Tables for the branded pay-per-view bonus. We're gonna go Extreme Rules. And that's it. Extreme Rules for the first one. Now we have 2 level 3 rivalries. Asuka, Rhea Ripley. Ooh, Rhea Ripley's hurt, so we're just doing a regular match there. Then we're gonna do Charlotte, Mickie James. They're actually okay, so I'm gonna do a tables match there. 87. Ooh, she's more popular. 73.65, 73.80. That's tricky. There, I'm gonna put that in the middle, and I'm gonna put the tag title match here because it's gonna perform not as good as other matches because they're low popularity, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and who's Shotzi good with? Or sorry, who's Liv good with? Bailey, Liv. They're apparently a good team. Title match. Basically, they're just facing random baby faces at this point. Because I got, well, I could just put them right back in there with the super, there. They're right back in there with the Super Flyers. Established team. Okay, so Extreme Rules, regular, tables, regular, Hell in a Cell. This is going to cost me some show logistics stuff here. So I got that. 4 special match types, run-ins, or GM interferences. Trying to get up to 5 in all of these categories for the pay-per-view. 2 super... Oh, I haven't done the promos yet. Okay, so I got some level 1 feuds to address as well. Baszler, Kaylee Ray. So I'm going to have Shayna Baszler call her out. That's a promo there. I'm going to have our charity promo with Stone Cold, who's with us until the end. He's with us for the long haul now. Well, no, he's with us till week 49, but whatever. We're going to have a self promo from Bianca Belair. Man, I haven't had Becky on in a while, huh? Now, see, I'm trying to blow off these feuds, though, is the problem. Tables? 4, 3, 3, nothing. It's got to be worse. 73.80, 68.84. That's way worse. Okay, I feel like that might be okay. Tables, tables. Got to do something here. You know I'm gonna have at least one Hell in a Cell. Do I have any cards that's gonna... No, it's all just helping. Oh, you know what? Okay, I can do that for Rhea Ripley. Okay, I got a self promo, a charity, a call out. Let me do another call out. Yim and Belair. So Yim or Belair can call her out. Maybe not. Why can't she do that? Oh, she's already doing a self promo, that's why. Okay, you do that then. And then a self promo for Tony. How'd we do? Okay, got them all. Got them all. Before we even get here. And then a self promo. Wait, didn't I do that one? Self promo for Tony. Yeah. Just get her popularity up. What if I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna let Becky Lynch cut this charity promo. Just to maybe get her popularity up some more. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm gonna leave Stone Cold off this week. Okay, opening Extreme Rules 4-4 feud. They got the fighter bruiser dynamic, 73-65 popularity. That's our opening match. Follow up, tag title table match. Way less popularity, no feud whatsoever. Mid card 3-4 rivalry. Another table match, but it's the pay-per-view bonus. It's Charlotte's popularity that's putting this in the middle because we have to dip again. So we're trying to dip back into 73-80 with Asuka, Rhea Ripley, and another tables match to blow off that level 3 rivalry, and then Hell in a Cell 4-4 rivalry with our champion against Raquel for the title. And I'm gonna put a card in play on Rhea Ripley to make sure she doesn't get hurt. She's the only one going into the pay-per-view that's a problem. So let's play that power card. The pre-match physio. We're going to play that on Rhea Ripley. Yes, reduced chance of injury. Okay, so let me go ahead and write all this down. That addresses the 4 rivalries that we can end tonight, and also tries to drum up a little bit of activity for the 2 level 1 rivalries that are currently Yim and Bianca and Shayna Baszler, Kaylee Ray in the promo section. We're taking a break from Shotzi Liv Morgan. We're taking a second week of break between off of Shotzi Liv Morgan. That's going to hurt their popularity, but that's going to help their stamina. So it's a give and take all the time. So Extreme Rules, Dakota Kai versus China. This is going to end their feud. Call out promo. Bianca Belair to Mia Yim, gloating about how she beat her last week, I'm sure. A tables match for the tag belts as Nikki and Tamina, former multi-time champs, in a cold match with Natalya and Indy Hartwell, your champions. Second promo is a self promo for Toni Storm. And then we have a tables match. Charlotte Flair versus Mickie James. All tables all the time. Promo 3. Charity promo for Becky Lynch this time. So we're not employing Stone Cold. So I don't know if I'm going to get 5,000 fans from that one. Tables match. Asuka versus Rhea Ripley to end that feud. Our fourth promo is a call-out promo with Shayna Baszler, calling out Kaylee Ray to renew their hostilities and bump their feud to a 2, hopefully. Okay, I played the Free Crew, Free Arena, and Superstar GM card. Check. Kaylee Ray versus Shayna needs to be in the ring again by week 48, but I'm going to go ahead and write it down for week 46 here. Okay, so that'll address that immediately. Okay, logistics-wise, we did what we need to do to get everything. The only stamina question we have is Rhea Ripley, and we played a card to make sure that, or to help ensure that they'll be okay there. Yeah, see how their popularity is higher than the opening matches? So I just wanted to bump them up against this instead. I mean, overall, their popularity is higher, but title match, etc., etc. Title match, higher feud, etc., etc. We'll see. This whole mid-card may mess me up, or it could be my saving grace. We shall find out. Power cards are all good. We actually satisfied having a Hell in a Cell, which means we get free advertising at some point. Yep, that promise is good. The contracts we need to worry about are... Contract for Bayley expires at the end of week 50, so we don't need to worry about that. We just need to do... Stone Cold, and then Chyna and Mickie. So, some the legends, essentially. We need to worry about them before we wrap this up. Okay. I am ready to roll this pay-per-view out. We open up with an Extreme Rules. We have a tables mid-card, and then we have a Hell in a Cell main event. Let's get to it. Why wait? Here we go. Confirm that booking. Oh yeah, we got free Arena and free McMahon's this week, which is nice. What else wait a minute, what else can I be doing here? So I have Stone Cold Steve Austin. One second here. I have Stone Cold Steve Austin. It says 5 weeks remaining, so that means at the end of 49? Is that still what that means? Contracts. Yeah, at the end of week 49, Stone Cold goes away. However, if I signed The Rock and then just had them cut promos on each other and did Austin The Rock as the one male match I did the entire time, and I saved it for WrestleMania, I don't know. Honestly, the Boogeyman has higher popularity. Or I could do Austin Andre. Not a good talker though, huh? 2 out of 5. How about Boogie? 4 out of 5. Interesting. How about Nash? 3 out of 5. How does Boogeyman have a higher... How does Boogeyman and Papa Shango have better mic skills than Kevin Nash? That's crazy. Okay. Thinking about it. Like I could just hire one of these people. Oh wow, Jake the Snake, they ran him into the ground. Like if I hired Boogeyman and did Boogeyman Austin instead of a charity promo. I need the fans though. That's the thing. Like I'd like this 5K fans every week is, I think, keeping it competitive, because they're doing like 2 charity promos a week to try to stay with it, and also running all their competitors into the ground. I'll see how we're doing coming out of the pay-per-view, and I'll think about it. Like, I don't mind shifting the charity thing to one of the female talents and then hiring just one legend just hiring a single legend. It's got to be a heel. We'll figure it out. Even if they're babyface, we can flip them. But just to get in there and have a match with Stone Cold at WrestleMania for us, I think that might be a fun thing to do. So that's in the back of my head going forward. I also don't know if I get an extra match at WrestleMania, like if it's going to be 6 matches. You know what I mean? We'll see. Okay. Everything at maximum. We're doing four of these end rivalries because we only had 4 ready to go. So we're going to pop them all. That is a pay-per-view ready to go. I am confirming this booking. Yes. And then we get out of the way as we broadcast all 5 of these. Opening us up, an Extreme Rules match. Dakota Kai and Chyna settling their issues once and for all in a no rules, knockdown, drag out affair. Find a way to pin or submit your opponent. Weapon usage is not only legal, it is encouraged. And there are deadlier weapons than on average available under the ring in this one.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making her way to the ring from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
Full intros, or like, partial intros again, like we do. Can't do their theme, but I can do the rest of it. I decided to do this too for the sort of end of the run here.
And from Redondo Beach, California, the Night Wonder of the World, Chyna!
Gotta love that Pyrozuka. All right. Fighters ready. Referee ready. We are underway. Ref is here just to count a pinfall or register a submission. Pretty much anything goes beyond that. Oh, especially these kicks from Dakota Kai. Nice duck there by Chyna. Dakota definitely getting under the skin of the Ninth Wonder of the World in these past few weeks. Leading to this, confrontation opening us up here at the Fastlane pay-per-view. Happy to have you with us. Happy to have you strolling down the gnarly wrestling aisle. The only wrestling federation with 3 silent letters for its acronym. The 3rd generation of the GWA in glorious 3D. Dakota has Chyna stunned here early. Shades of Kurt Hennig with that forward flipping neck snap. Right back on the attack is Kai, trying to maintain that advantage where she can get it against the obviously more powerful competitor, Chyna. Oh, starting to use that power to get back into this thing. Snaps off a neck breaker. Oh, misses wildly with that punch, though, does Chyna. Able to send Dakota up and over to the apron. What a forearm by Chyna there. Oh, gets countered. Dakota back into the ring. Staying on top of Chyna now. Looks like she tweaked her knee. I didn't register any sort of attack to the knee, but Chyna perhaps playing possum there, luring Dakota in for that DDT. They're just choking away at Dakota Kai as Chyna. Perfectly legal in an Extreme Rules matchup. Snake Eyes in the corner by Chyna. Shout out to Big Sexy. Tearing his quad somewhere. Once again, back to the choke goes Chyna. Now looking for some weaponry under the ring. Oh, and she found a steel chair. Look out, Dakota. Blasted over the head. Now Chyna wedging it between the 2nd and 3rd ropes there, the turnbuckle. Probably going to whip Dakota into this thing. Nope, sends her into the opposite corner. Handspring, but Dakota pushes her down. Nice counter there by Kai. But right back on the attack is China with a neck breaker, focusing her attack on the head and neck of Dakota Kai. Sends her into one turnbuckle, lays in a stiff forearm. Once again, you can see the damage done there in the corner. Dakota Kai on the verge of losing this matchup unless she can get back into it. Sends China into the corner. Oh, immediately countered out by the 9th wonder of the world. And a subsequent counter by Kai here. Oh, one arm choke breaker variation, I would say. Choke slam into the backbreaker by Kai. Impressive power on China. Kai's got something cooking here. China trying to cut her off and finish this sooner rather than later. Handspring back elbow, rolls into the cover, does China. Hooks the leg. This should do it. Kai out at 2. Surprisingly, China can't believe it. China perhaps looking for a pedigree or powerbomb to finish Dakota Kai off. Gonna start things off with a suplex. Beautiful execution there by China. Now pulling her opponent back to her feet. Just a planter back to the canvas, I'm sure. Oh, nope, back into the turnbuckle. Dakota out of the way. Trying to avoid the 9th wonder of the world. No such doing. China all over her. Oh, back to that DDT. Spikes her into the canvas. Immediately pulls her back to her feet. What does China have in mind? Into the turnbuckle. Up to the top rope. China joins her. Oh no. Oh no. Pedigree off the ropes to Dakota Kai. China into the cover. This should do it. 1, 2. No. Somehow, someway, Dakota Kai got the shoulder up. Pedigree off the top, and now China's got the chair. Thinks better of it. Wedges it right back into the turnbuckle. What resistance by Dakota Kai. China was thinking snake eyes again. Dakota got out of it. Dakota's got to come up with something huge here to get back into this. You don't easily shake off a top rope pedigree, but a ladder could help. As Dakota slides a ladder into the ring. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, reversal again. Hang on. Upper kick to China. Could have knocked her out. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Dakota Kai got her. What a display. That was legit surprising. Holy moly, what a match. This thing was mostly China. Somehow, some way, Dakota. Let's take a look at that. First the unsuccessful and then the successful.
Here is your winner.
Handsprings, and then just like that, the knockout shot from Dakota Kai. Your winner. Rivalry complete. Doesn't need the adulation of the crowd. Just needs that winner's share of the purse. 4 stars. Thank you so much. Okay. 4 stars. Rivalry complete. My first of 2 4-star rivalries. Or, yeah, level 4 to 4 rivalries, that is. Dunzo! What's next? Got ourselves a promo. Call-out promo. Okay. That worked. Belair calls out Mia Yim, so that's at a level 2. So if I do this right, coming out of the pay-per-view, I should have 3 level 2 rivalries already a cooking for WrestleMania. And then I just need to add a championship rivalry and a tag championship rivalry, and we're good. I'm hoping this tables match sparks a tag team rivalry between the Superflyers and Natalya and Indy Hartwell again, but we'll see. They could sour on it. So that went well, or it's about to go well. An excellent promo, in fact. Up to a rivalry too. Good work. For this tables match for the tag team titles, Hartwell Foundation putting the belts on the line against the Super Flyers. No build to this. This is an ice-cold match just to get the tag titles on the pay-per-view. Gonna be perfectly transparent about that. We're just doing that to get the belts on the show.
The following contest is a tag team tables match and is for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship.
I don't think this is going to be more than 4 stars.
And almost a superhero, Nikki A.S.H., the Superstars.
That took a while. And the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
They are NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Natalya and Indy Hartwell, the Hart Foundation.
The Hartwell Foundation. Natalya's taken Indy under her wing. Oh, no, skip that. That's what gets me in trouble. Champions ready, challengers ready. Back these teams go. The seemingly never-ending battle betwixt these squadrons. Put one of your opponents through a table and the tag belts are yours. These teams have feuded in the past. They've had table matches against each other in the past. They've put the belt on the line against each other in the past. One of the oldest rivalries in our company. Natalya and Indy currently enjoying their 5th tag title run. They defeated Nikki and Tamina for those belts. Nikki and Tamina trying to get their belts back in their mandated rematch clause, looking for their 4th title reign. Trying to have the 5th reign of the Hartwell Foundation end after 0 successful defenses. Are the Super Flyers. I'm actually hoping this doesn't result in a feud because these two teams just feuded for the belts. That's sort of how the Hartwell Foundation ended up with them in the first place. Hang on, Hartwell looking for that springboard drop kick to Nikki Ash. Nearly took her head off with it. Now just stomping away. Meanwhile, Nikki's partner Tamina paired up with Natalya, able to exert her force and will. Oh, Ash went for a crossbody. Hartwell just caught her midair. Very impressive athleticism, and it was nice to see Indy Hartwell in the Royal Rumble a couple weeks ago. Reverse DDT on Hartwell by Nikki. Table's starting to get involved here. This thing could end in a flash. First to put your opponent through a table wins the belts for their squad. Big scoop slam. Oh, countered. That could have done it. Nikki was looking to power slam. Indy through the table. Hang on. Powerbomb to Tamina. And that is it. The Hartwell Foundation retain with a huge powerbomb by Natalya. Just like that. Lickety split. We're going to get a little bit of the replays, though. Beautiful extension on that drop kick. There. She caught that crossbody. Now we see Tamina getting powerbombed through the table for the finish. Winners and still champs.
Here are your winners and still the NXT Women's Tag
Just like that.
Team Champions, Natalya and Indy Hartwell, the Hart Foundation.
Love it. Crowd boos as they should. Just fine. It was just fine. That's for a completely cold match. No problem. 2.5 stars. If you didn't care about the tag team belts, this is where you would go. Maybe get some concessions. Maybe go to the bathroom. No problem. It's the middle of the match in the... Oh, sorry. It was the second match of the show. It needed to be worse than the 4-star opening, and it was. It's also the only match of the show that's not a rivalry. So I'm not expecting any more handouts like that. Self-promo for Tony. Does okay. Gets a +1. +1. Now a tables match betwixt Charlotte Flair and Mickie James to end their feud. Tables matches being the order of the day. Let me get out of the way and get down to the ring. Abbreviated entrances as per usual. Out comes Charlotte first. It'll take a while for them to start talking, though.
The following contest is a tables match. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, Charlotte.
Man, that takes a while. There we go. Charlotte Flair introed.
And from Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James.
Mickie coming off a big victory just a week ago. In a tables match. You know him, you love him. Charlotte demanding a table match rematch, a tables rematch here at the pay-per-view. I find it fascinating that it doesn't actually matter what happens in the matches. It's all the other factors that determine the star rating. So, like, lots of stuff could happen between the computer players, and then the match ends, and then you can get like a 2.5 star. Or, like, virtually nothing could happen, and you can get like a 4.5 star. Charlotte out on the apron now. Doesn't stay there for long. Back in the ring. Nice suplex by James. Charlotte looking for that big boot. Mickie James caught it. Swings her leg around, looking to follow up. Nicely done. Clipping out the back of the knee there by Mickie. Right back to it. Trying to eliminate Charlotte's ability. I do recall in that last tables match, Charlotte made it a point to apply the figure 8 in the center of the ring. A maneuver that's not going to win her the match at all, just to hurt and humiliate Mickie James, essentially. Oh, and that chick kick from James! That's what started the beginning of the end for Charlotte in their last tables matchup. And right back to work on the legs goes Mickie James. Obviously remembering that figure 8 from last time. Ducks a chop from Charlotte, not the second one. Into the Mickie James DDT. Charlotte could be out here, but she's not through a table, so the match continues. Mickie going up top. Second turnbuckle. Big splash to Charlotte. Had she been on the table, that would have been it. Charlotte wriggles free. Mickie once again dodges that big boot. Drops Charlotte to the canvas. Trying to strike while the iron is hot is Mickie James. In comes the table. This thing could be over in a hurry if she gets that set up properly. Doubling her chances by adding a second table. Charlotte seems to have some beef with the crowd here. Charlotte's been distracted as of late in her matches, I don't mind saying. Up and over goes James, however. Charlotte right back into this thing. Setting up a table mid-ring. Could be any number of maneuvers that puts you through a table in a contest like this. Oh, what a slap by Flair. Looking for a backpack stunner to James on the floor. Oh! Lightning bolts of pain all the way up the spine of Mickie James, thanks to that maneuver. Flair in and out of the ring. Stalking Mickie James on the outside. Her turn to clip the knee of her opponent. Start to work with the legs of Mickie James. Into a Boston Crab on the floor. James able to power out. Oh, and a slap from James. Ends that flurry with a big boot. Putting Charlotte down, but not out. Just tossing her across the ring now is James. I don't know what she has in mind for Charlotte here. There's a table set up in the ring. There's a second table in the ring, but not set up to be used. James looking for a powerbomb on the floor. Charlotte's fighting out of this thing. Charlotte now beginning to work the legs of Mickie James. Back into the ring goes Charlotte. Again, taking time to admonish or acknowledge the fans, and it almost cost her. Right back on top of things is Flair here, and into the figure eight. Again, trying to hurt and humiliate her opponent here. Does nothing to help her win the match unless Mickie James somehow busts the table with her hand tapping out. Nothing doing. That'll get Charlotte to release the hold, but that does not win her the match. Mickie James tapping out to that figure eight. Merely a symbolic gesture in a match like this. Flair knows she has to put her through a table. She's set up to do just that. Sets her up against the table, does Flair, and a chop to the face. And Charlotte Flair wins it. Surviving that Mick kick early on, the Mick DDT, and that chop to the face of Mickie James puts her through a table.
Here is your winner, Charlotte.
That's what we're saying. It could be anything. It could be any move. It just happens. How'd we do? 4 stars. Rivalry complete. Perfect. Way to bounce back, everybody. Okay, needed that. That went well. Okay, that's done. Let's get down to the right week. There we go, week 45. All right, this is our first charity promo done by an actual rostered member that we regularly feature in the ring. What's up? 5,000 fans from Becky. Thanks, Becky. Charity promo from Becky. As we spectate this tables match between Asuka and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley a little worse for wear, but we played a card that would reduce the chances of injury, so hopefully they'll both be okay out of this one. Another tables match, wouldn't you know? As we end another rivalry here at the Fastlane pay-per-view in beautiful San Diego, California. Former GWA champion Asuka.
The following contest is a tables match. Making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, Asuka.
Grooving on down to the ring. Watch out for that boot pyro. It's stompy.
Representing the Bad Girls, from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
All right then. Rhea's gonna kill you, champ. Well, I don't know if anyone's gonna get killed in this match, but someone's getting put through a table. Bit of a ripcord lariat there. Rhea Ripley trying to make it rain in the early going. Against the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Another feud that can only be settled by putting your opponent through a table. It's the only way they can stop their hostilities. The only way we can get them to stop fighting is for one to put the other through a table, and then they will go their separate ways. Thus they have decreed. It is written in the contract. Up and over goes Rhea. Going to the top rope. Don't see this much from Rhea Ripley. Big double axe handle. Smashing the skull of Asuka. Again, this is another tables rematch from our last week of television. And the build up to the pay-per-view. You know them, you love them. Table matches galore in the GWA. Submissions will not help you. Especially if they can be powered out like they can by Rhea Ripley. Into the powerbomb. That gets her out of the hold. Damage may have been done, though. Nice way to sneak through on that leg lace by Asuka. Spinning around into the kick. Having a bit of trouble with the table on the floor is Asuka. Oh! Certainly giving Rhea Ripley what for. Now, I don't know, with the table balanced as it is against the ring like that, if you suplex an opponent, would they go through the table with it set up that way, or would they just sort of knock it to the floor? Hang on, Riptide, center of the ring. Oh, again, not going to win either match in this instance. But certainly going to do damage to Asuka, who is out in the center of the ring as Rhea Ripley grabs the table from the floor. This thing could be over soon unless Asuka starts moving again. Speak of the devil. Up she gets. Slowly but surely, Asuka back to her feet as Ripley grabs the second table to introduce it into the ring proper. Oh! Gets the first one bounced off her noggin as Asuka sets it up. Looking to end this thing quick is Asuka. Big palm strike to the side of the jaw of Rhea Ripley. Drops her to the canvas and a big boot in response to the back of the head of Asuka by Ripley. Fighting over that table. Could be any move that puts you through, as we've seen tonight. Had a drop kick through the table, had a slap through the table. Oh, 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 oh! There it is! Rhea Ripley! Well, that fireman's carry into the powerbomb, the corner of Asuka through the table, and that's all she wrote. Just like that. Here it comes. Kablam. For your winner.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
Rippity-doo-dah. Doing things. All right. I'm letting these go longer too. 4 stars. Perfect. Perfect. Except for the fact that the main event needs to be better than that. Rivalry complete. As long as it's 4 or 5, we're good. We're about to have the long-awaited title fight between Raquel Gonzalez and Naomi. It's also going to occur in Hell in a Cell, so... That went well too. Shayna Baszler to Kaylee Ray cut a promo that gets their rivalry to a level 2. We double check our rivalries on the way out. Okay. We have 4 active rivalries. We will have 3 active rivalries at the end of the night. Call out promo did just fine. An excellent promo from Shayna Baszler, really coming to her own on the microphone for us. Thank you so much. Getting that to a level 2, and it's finally time for the title fight between Raquel Gonzalez and Naomi. We have been planning Raquel as the #1 contender for a couple of in-game months, and we have been unable to do it until now. So here we go. In a Hell in a Cell, no less. Let's get down to the ring for our main event of the day. The Fastlane pay-per-view main event. A Hell in a Cell fight for the GWA title.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match and is for the NXT Women's Championship.
Oh, disappeared. Okay, let's get an intro. Or do they do it, because it's a title fight, are they going to do it at the end? Okay, we're going to skip this. I think they might do the actual names when they're in the ring, since it's a title fight. Okay, this one we're going to wait for the title placard then, and for Naomi to come out, obviously do her slide, reveal herself with the title, etc., etc. Yeah, there's our champ. That's a new theme. Better go for a little slide. Okay, there's your champion. They're probably going to be announced in the ring. I'm going to go ahead and skip the graphics if they do them. Yep, gotta skip that. Now we can do the introductions. Is anything going to happen?
Introducing the challenger.
There we go.
From Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Gonzalez.
Cool, I like the in-ring intros.
And introducing the champion from Orlando, Florida. She is the NXT Women's Champion.
Get her in the ring. There we go. At one point, she was a 100 popularity. But if you leave them off TV for a week, they lose 8 popularity. But if you have a good match, you get up to 5. I don't understand the system, but we try our best. Sure. Show them the bat. Show them the belt. Hold it up for everybody. Now lower that cell. Lock them in. Oh, it's already lowering. Awesome. Lower that cell. Here we go! Main event time of the Fastlane pay-per-view. Raquel Gonzalez looking to become GWA champion. Big electric chair drop to open things up. Pinfall or submission in this one. Anything else goes. You can fight anywhere in and around the arena. Pinfall or submission must occur inside the ring. Cannot happen on any other exterior part of the cell. Bear that in mind should the action spill out to the floor and beyond. As the champion trying to get some licks in on the challenger. As we said, this match has been brewing for months now here in NXT. Complications earlier in the scheduling made us unable to present it until now, but surely worth the wait as Naomi puts her coveted GWA championship on the line against the #1 contender Raquel Gonzalez. Hard into the wall goes Naomi. Oh, and they've already broken out of the cell. That didn't take long at all. That entire wall just disappears. As the two fighters now out in front of the commentation station. Perfectly legal. You can use the tables, everything at ringside. Anything goes. You just have to drag your opponent back into the ring for the decisive pinfall or submission. And we do mean in the ring and not above it. Naomi trying to fight back into this thing. Since it's spilled out to the floor, it's been mostly Raquel Gonzalez here. Stalking the champion, trying to control the pace of this one. She's been waiting for her title opportunity just as long as Naomi's been waiting for her opportunity to defend that title. Plenty of time for these two fighters to scout the other. As back and forth they go. Raquel has elected to climb the cage. Takes a second, takes a bit of a pause, about halfway up, but all the way up she goes. Naomi following in a fury here. As Raquel singing to the crowd, is this not what you want? Are you not entertained? And so the fight continues on the top of the cage. Immediately into the gory special goes Raquel Gonzalez, trying to choke Naomi out on the roof of the cell. That's not going to win her the belt. Naomi fighting free into the arm drag, onto the ceiling of the cell. Oh! Head scissor DDT also into the roof of the cell here. Gotta be wary of some of these sections of cell that are over the ring. They can come loose and you can tumble through. Big bulldog to Gonzalez. There you can see the bending there on the cell closest to Gonzalez's legs from the activities already in this Hell in a Cell championship match. Your Fastlane main event. Oh gosh. Raquel looking to suplex Naomi on the cell. She fell off! Oh my god, Naomi fell off the top of the cell! Dear Lord, I don't know what she had in mind, but she fell off the top of the cell and splatted to the floor of the arena. Naomi is out, and I think her arm might be backwards. All right, she seems to be getting up, clutching at her side. Wait, oh my god, she's going back up. Shades of Mick Foley at 98. She's climbing the cell once again. It could be that she doesn't know where she is anymore, and she's just trying to rewind time in her brain. But back up to the top of the cell we go. What a champion and challenger we have for you here in the GWA. Oh, into the power slam on the roof. Oh, catches her in a sidewalk slam as well. I'm starting to worry for Naomi's health now. She seems to be fighting on instinct, but Gonzalez has been able to counter everything so far. Naomi somehow back to her feet. Spin kick to Raquel. Big power slam! Off the cell, through the desk, goes Raquel Gonzalez! Crowd has come unglued for Naomi. Triumphant on the ceiling of the cell. I've never seen anything like this. Naomi fell off the cell earlier, and then she slammed Raquel off. Raquel getting her wits about her. Can't be thinking about climbing the cage. Naomi making her way back down. A reminder, this match can only end in the ring. And Naomi inviting Raquel back to the roof of the cell. Raquel has just been standing there dazed since she somehow got up after going through that table. Don't know how much fight is left in the challenger here, as both champion and challenger just standing there doing nothing. Naomi taking the time to perform for the fans a bit. And off she goes. Raquel now doing a little bit of taunting, it looks like, as well. It's looking like she's fighting ready, but again, not moving at all is Raquel Gonzalez. I'm going to need Naomi to get involved in the fight here and start up that AI again. Anybody want to get the fight going? Main event, guys. Yeah, you certainly warmed up. Raquel, I think, must be reviewing her like career options or something, because she has just been standing there stunned since going through the desk she is standing over. Naomi has been slowly repositioning herself. Like, she came off the roof once, climbed right back up. Definitely seems to be interested in goading Raquel back into a fight, but no movement from the challenger on the floor. If I don't get anything going here in a minute or so, I'm going to have to stop this match. Here comes Naomi. Once again climbing down to the floor. I think it's insane that they jump off half of the cell. All right, Naomi getting in the challenger's face now, who's been waiting patiently to get thrown into the remnants of that commentator's desk. Naomi begging the challenger to get back into the fight at this point. I don't know what's going on. Raquel's arm. That's not how that's supposed to bend. Stuck in and out of the cage there was Raquel Gonzalez. Thankfully, she's able to free herself. Scary moment there for the challenger, who, as we said, might not know where she is after that slam through the commentator's desk off of the cell roof. Hang on, what's going on now? No way. Back up they go once again. Gonzalez now goading Naomi back to the roof of the cell. And once again, this championship contest being fought 30 feet above the ring. Rear view by Naomi to Gonzalez. May have knocked her out. Driven the wind out of her. Oh. What a knee to Gonzalez there by Naomi. Bear in mind, these 4 sections in the center of the ring here are the ones that could potentially collapse and leave you plummeting to the ring below. Oh, another head scissor DDT to Raquel. It's been all Naomi since they've gotten to the roof of the cell this latest time. That slam through the, off the cell through the table really has done a number on Raquel Gonzalez here. Trying to get back into it. Big slam upcoming. Oh, fall away slam to Naomi. Almost threw her off the cell. Drops the big elbow. As Naomi's across the frame there. No give whatsoever. Got the arm trapped into the chin lock is Gonzalez, trying to catch her breath, trying to slow Naomi down, trying to get back into this thing, trying to clear the cobwebs after being thrown off the cell. Oh, dangerous part of town. Rear view by Naomi. Luckily for Gonzalez, she did not get bounced off of the roof of the cell once again. Certainly in a dangerous area are both champion and challenger. On the center of the cell, or excuse me, on the ceiling of the cell here. Gonzalez just tapped out. That's not going to help her. Might tap out again, tapping out again. Naomi just choking the life out of the challenger here, and it does not help her win the match because they're on the roof of the cell still. Has to somehow get back in the ring here. Oh, big boot by Gonzalez. Oh, God. Oh, God, they're at the edge. Naomi with the counter. Russian leg sweep into the frame of the cell. Right back on top of things as your champion. Kicking away at Gonzalez. Big drop kick by Naomi. Oh, dang. Big counter from Raquel in every move here. As they are balanced precariously in one corner of the cell here. Head scissor takeover. Now that section of the roof starting to bend. Gonzalez stunned, another move or two, and she could go through that section she's standing on. Oh, God! It broke, but no one went through! Naomi head scissored Raquel over it and was able to catch herself and safely get down to the ring. But she's once again joining Raquel Gonzalez on the roof of the cell. I don't know if Raquel's aware that that section of the ceiling is gone. I've never seen a wilder Hell in a Cell. We've got a busted commentator station. We've got a busted part of the cell that no one's gone through yet. Into the Feel the Glow submission on the ceiling of the cell. This is not going to win the match. As you can see, Gonzalez tapping out on against the thigh of Naomi, your GWA champion. but that's not going to help her retain. It has to happen inside the ring. Gonzalez fighting back. Oh, Chingoa bomb! That knocked Naomi out. Right back on the attack. A second one. Looking for number 3. Or just a power bomb. Oh, into the gory special. 2 finishers into a signature for Gonzalez here. Naomi may tap. Naomi taps out. Again, not going to help Gonzalez win the belt on the ceiling of the cell. Trying to fight her for Boston Crab here. Gets her over. Might tap again, but it's not going to win her the belt. Referee trying to advise both ladies, get back in the ring, and then these submissions will end the fight. Oh. Gonna break the kneecap. Oh God, oh God! Oh, thankfully for Naomi, she landed on the roof. Things not going well for your champion. Hang on. Quick go behind. Drops her down. Quick edge-o-matic there by Naomi. Gonzalez sidesteps the rear view. Oh, they're back at the edge of the cell. Into the Chingoa bomb. Oh, God. Into a single leg DDT that time. Oh, drops the big elbow. This cannot end until the fight returns to the ring. Oh, God. Naomi getting thrown around by the enraged challenger. Anyone's matchup if they get back into the ring. What does Raquel have in mind here? Has one arm trapped into a Canadian backbreaker variation. Naomi once again tapping, but it's not going to end the fight. Go behind by Raquel. Flipping her up into a power slam. Oh, into the frame of the cell once again. Oh, and Raquel now got her legs swept out from underneath her. She tastes the steel of the ring frame, at least her spine does. Naomi dropping a few knees. Starting to work the arm. Getting closer and closer to that exposed part of the ceiling. Bomba bomb by Naomi. Going to pull the arm out of the socket of Raquel Gonzalez. As the fight continues near that exposed part of the cell, you see that broken part of the ceiling. Nothing underneath that but the canvas of the ring, some 20 to 30 feet below. Oh. Gonzalez continuing the punishment on the roof of the cell. Dropping those elbows. Flipping her up. Oh no. Sidewalk slam this time. Oh, backbreaker variation. Once again, trying to get Naomi to tap. Not going to happen on the roof of the cell, or even if it does, it's not going to end the matchup. It's all challenger at the moment. Dear God. Thinking powerbomb. Oh! Into this frame of the cell. I thought she was going to powerbomb her off the cell. Didn't happen. Now, into the Boston Crab. Naomi's going to tap here, but it's not going to help. It's not going to help Raquel. It's not going to help Naomi either. Naomi has definitely had enough, has tapped several times in a row now, but since they happened on the ceiling of the cell, match continues. I know this feud has been brewing for a couple of months, but both of these fighters, I'm sure, would want a career after this match. I don't know how much of one they're going to have with the risks they're taking in this one. Oh my God! Raquel fell off the cell just as I say that! Dear Lord, that's the second time Raquel has plummeted. This time of her own volition. Well, she was not bodily propelled by Naomi, I should say, who is once again climbing up. What a wild main event we have for you here. Naomi atop the Hell in a Cell, getting the crowd behind her as Raquel somehow starts to stir. Naomi positioning herself by that exposed part of the ceiling over the ring. Raquel slowly, painfully making her way back up to face the champion one-on-one. Big headbutt. Oh, hang on. Big strike by Raquel. So close to that exposed section of the cell roof. Oh, God! Just tosses her into the frame of the cell once again, does Gonzalez. Unparalleled power into the GWA bomb! Oh! Once again, plants her on the roof of the cell, but it's not going to win her the belt up there. 2 in a row! Oh, God! The back of her head bounced off the frame of the cell. Back to that leg goes Raquel Gonzalez. Pulls her back to her feet. Unrelenting onslaught from the challenger here. Into the gory special. Unbelievable offense. Naomi's going to tap here. Once again, Naomi taps. That's been 7, 8 times in a row now that she's tapping Gonzalez, and not a one of them has won Gonzalez the title. Unreal amount of punishment doled out and absorbed in this one between both these competitors. Naomi able to kick free of that Boston Crab. Somehow the champion with the wherewithal to keep fighting in this one. Northern Light suplex on the roof of the cell. Trying to stiffen up the small of the back of Gonzalez as Naomi misses the big leg drop. Again, they are perilously close to that part of the cell. GWA bomb! Oh, thought she might go into the floor. Good gravy. I don't know if the cell's ever going to be the same after this match, let alone the two fighters. Oh, finish after finish to Naomi on the top of this thing. Ref's got to think about stopping this for the safety of these two competitors. But it does show you how much the GWA title means to both of these highly tuned, world-class athletes. Oh, Naomi able to counter. Snap suplex. Again, bumping up against that open section of the ceiling. Big slam coming her way. Fall away Styles. No, my God! Raquel for the 3rd time. Off of the cell to the floor below. Another slam from Naomi. Follows her to the floor. You can see how little health both of these competitors have remaining, as well as how unrelenting both competitors are in pursuit or defense of the GWA Championship as the action has spilled out to the front rampway near the Hell in a Cell. A reminder, the only way this match ends is in the center of the ring. What a main event we have for you here at Fastlane. Nobody does pay-per-view like the GWA. I have no idea how Raquel is able to move at all. Mind you, at the moment, she is at the mercy of the champion Naomi. Hang on. Oh! If she wasn't knocked out before, she certainly is now. Naomi, our champion here, it seems not even concerned anymore with winning the matchup. Both of these fighters just trying to destroy the other as this thing is spilled out into the entranceway. And again, I'm going to give them a couple minutes, like real world minutes, to get back to the ring. Otherwise, I might have to just simulate the end of this matchup, unfortunately. We're going to give them until 4:30 to at least get back on top of the cell, as it is 4:24 local time. We're going to afford them those few minutes. As Raquel somehow, some way is trying to get back into this thing. has once again forced Naomi to tap, but it's on the floor and doesn't count. So many times in this matchup, Raquel has had the title won if only the fight were in the ring. It's been everywhere but for the most of this match. They spilled out to the commentator side of the cell early on, and they have not let up. I have no idea how Raquel still can muster the advantage in a match like this after being thrown off the cell thrice. Well, thrown twice, fell once. Naomi herself has fallen off once. What a wild main event we have for you. Absolutely worth the 2-month build. Oh, hang on. It's also taken so long that my controller turned off. There you go. We're not going to simulate yet. We're going to wait, like we said. We're going to give him 5 more minutes to get back into the ring, or at least onto the cell. There I heard Raquel Gonzalez tapping on the entrance ramp. That's not going to count either. What a war between champion and challenger here. And like we said, 5 more real-world minutes, and then the referee is going to have to interfere here and have to call this one way or the other. Oh, God. I honestly don't know how much more punishment either of these fighters can endure. Look at how they struggle just to stand at this point. The problem is, the AI is, programmed to attack your opponent, so you're never going to, willingly back up to get back to the ring. They're just going to fight out here in the entrance. Oh, God, what a combination from Naomi here. Got 4 minutes on the countdown. You can see some of our production people trying to flash the spotlight at these ladies to let them know, hey, get back in the ring. As Naomi continues her assault on the virtually lifeless Raquel Gonzalez. Mind you, both of these competitors virtually lifeless. As Gonzalez once again scales the Hell in a Cell. More of a hell around the cell. Hell atop the cell. Hell near the cell. And champion and challenger once again 30 feet above the crowd. Into an immediate Chingoa bomb by Raquel Gonzalez. And just pulling Naomi back to her preferred section of the cell frame. Naomi back to her feet and thrown! Oh, God. I thought she was going to throw her through the hole. That was so close. Chingoa bomber through the hole, yo. Get her in the ring. Someone. Anyone. Go behind. Naomi. Raquel seems to be positioning herself between Naomi and this particular break in the ceiling. I'm hoping her strategy is to throw her through there. Not that I want to see that happen, but for the progression of the match, I certainly do. Oh, big duck by Raquel. This could be your moment. Nope, didn't duck that second one. Another big momentum swing into a field the glow submission from Naomi. Gonzalez is going to tap, but it's not going to win the match for Naomi. Right back to work goes your champion. Wrenching at the arm. What a wild one we brought to you. So close. Bubba bomb. Oh, she backed up. I thought you could Bubba bomber through the hole. Chin crusher. Fall backwards to the hole. Dang it. Ring frame again. So close. Teetering perilously next to it. Drops a knee. Naomi might fall backwards through it. No such luck. Into that head scissor. Elbow to the point of the skull. Or pointing the elbow to the skull. Shove her. Just shove her through the hole. What a counter by Naomi, but it's not going to help on the roof. What violence we brought to you in this main event. Oh, what an epic battle, and it still rages on. Big slam coming. Oh, God! Once again into the frame of the cell goes Naomi. Oh! Just grinding her spine to dust. Raquel almost fell off again. Naomi's going to roll through into another Feel the Glow. Another symbolic tap out for your champion. Pulling even on these symbolic tap outs with the challenger, but not concluding in the ring, so the match rages on. Big bulldog onto the frame of the cell. Brutal. If this match happened in real life, they would never be the same. They would never do another Hell in a Cell. They would have been like, you did everything. This is too much. Someone's going to die out there. We're never doing this match again. But here in GM mode of WWE 2K22, it's just your average pay-per-view main event. As once again, Naomi locking on the Feel the Glow submission. Once again, Raquel tapping out. And the fight rages on. Naomi content to try to pull the arms of Raquel off. Still has a finisher charge. Raquel has 3. That's her maximum. Rolls through into another Feel the Glow. Again, teetering precariously at that open section of the roof, but can't find their way back into the ring. What a wild one. Shin crusher. Fall backwards through the... Aw, dang it. I just need any move to, like, knock them backwards through the hole. Any old thing. Oh, gosh. Naomi's got one leg through. Nope. Yeah, dragon screw her through the hole. Whatever works. Into her finish on the ring frame. I love that Raquel she can do it from the front or the back. Her 2 finishes are like the 2 variations of the move. Wham! There's the one from the back again. Pulling her to her feet for a 3rd one, perhaps. What's she have in mind here? Oh, fall away slam. Stays on the roof, though. Now another submission attempt. I wouldn't be surprised if Naomi tapped here. Tap, tap, tap. Yep. Again, not going to help. Actually helps Naomi because it gets Raquel to break the hold. Oh, I thought that was going to do it. I thought finally they're going to spill into the ring. If that had dragon screw gone the other direction, perhaps. Raquel's body is entirely red. Naomi just has a little bit of orange in the arms. Again, tremendous toll being taken in this championship contest. A feud months in the making. A match that could have been ended 24 times by now. Tried to move my controller a little bit so it didn't turn off after whatever the time is. Come on. Oh! If only she would have slid through. Another huge Chingoa bomb. Back to her feet once again. Raquel going for another one. Oh no, Gory special time to charge up a Chingoa bomb. Good gracious. Naomi's going to tap. They're always going to tap on all these submission attempts. Where are you going? Oh, fall away slam once again. Onto the roof of the cell. What a brutal fight we've had today. Oh, jeez. Okay, that time it like backed her up so that she couldn't throw her through the thing. I don't think she can. Now another big Chingoa bomb. But again, unless you break through on the maneuver, I don't know if you can get them through it. Certainly not happening anytime soon. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes since I was like, I'm going to give him 5 minutes to get on the cage or get in the ring. And they're still going at it. Finisher after finisher to Naomi. And Raquel can't even go for a pin. Both of these fighters absolutely worn out. Next move of any kind in the ring probably spells disaster for the recipient and victory for the applicator. But who knows when we'll ever get there with the way they're going on the roof here. Back to it goes Naomi, trying to fight back into this thing. Rear view to Raquel Gonzalez, who's stunned. Head scissor DDT into the frame of the cell. As we move to another corner at least. Another rear view to the stunned Raquel Gonzalez. Champion fighting back. Snap suplex to the challenger. Big elevation on that knee. Make it 2 in a row. A trifecta. A word for 4. No, missed the 4th one. Back into the gory special. Once again goes Raquel. Guess what? Naomi's going to tap. Guess what? Here it comes. Tap, tap, tap. There it is. That's going to get Raquel to break the hold. That actually helps Naomi. Oof. Relatively speaking. Oh, okay. Can't just throw them off the cell. It's got to be a specific move, it looks like. Oh, nice counter there by Naomi to get back to her feet. And then immediately misses that knee. What do we got? What do we got? Puts her down. Lays her out with that kick. Once again, working the small of the back. Okay, we're creeping up to the 3-hour mark because of the length of this main event. If we make it there, and the match hasn't ended yet, as there's another false finish you see, a visual finish, a symbolic finish, I'm going to go ahead and simulate the end of the match if it makes it to the 3-hour mark and we haven't gotten an actual conclusion. This is an epic, absolutely epic Hell in a Cell main event. We haven't had a title fight on a pay-per-view in a couple months, and they are absolutely more than making up for it with their efforts here. Head scissor DDT to Raquel Gonzalez. Unfortunately, they're not in a position to get back into the ring anytime soon, I don't think. As they are opposite the side that they busted out of, so they wouldn't return to the ring through the wall because they can't get there. And they're fighting near but never through that section of the ceiling they busted out. And they're not really working on any of the other 3 because they don't fight near there. Oh God, please don't. For a 4th time, Raquel deposited from the roof of the cell to the floor below. And the fight continues. What a match. What else can happen to Raquel Gonzalez in this one? Other than repeatedly falling off the cage. Going for a record in single Hell in a Cell falls. 4 so far. 5 total. 4 for Raquel, 1 for Naomi. And we are once again in the entrance ramp. My word. Okay, I'm going to give him less time. It is 20 to 5 in real time. Local time, that is. I'm going to give them to 1:45. Once they're in the entranceway here, they got 5 minutes to get back to the ring or the roof of the cell, one or the other. So they got 5 minutes. If they're not there in 5 minutes, I'm shutting it down. And by which I mean I am simulating the rest of the match. So that we just get our result and our star rating, and these 2 combatants can stop bludgeoning each other to death. Okay, keeping an eye on things. Boy, oh boy. The only downside of having to simulate the end is that we don't get the end screen. We don't get the replay. Not that there would be much of a replay. Unless it's just Raquel plummeting over and over again. No, just walked over her back. Insult to injury there. Champion feeling it now. Trying to put together a string of offense that's going to get her back in the ring and get that title secured. I would hope. Just a couple more minutes. So that 5 minutes is up. Slowly getting away from the entrance ramp. Yep, getting closer to the ring. At least at the moment. With Raquel back on offense. Nope, now we backed up at the ramp thanks to Naomi. 2 more minutes. I'm gonna have to call this thing. What a wild fight. Like, it's not like we didn't give it time to wrap up naturally. Oof. Just absolutely beating the crap out of each other in this one. This thing could still go either way when I simulate. Like, I still don't know. We shall see. And I think that's the way things are going to go here, because we have 1 minute for them to get back into the ring or onto the roof of the cell or whatever before I go ahead and just simulate the rest of this match, because I can't just have them in the entrance ramp here. That's not going to win. You can't win from there. Okay, let's get down here. Get that clock up. We really got like 30 seconds. It's not looking good. Big snap suplex. Might be the last move of the match here. Precious little time. That's a fun camera angle. Precious little time. Blocks the rear view. Well under a minute. Ladies, I need you to get back to the ring. Okay, started my timer. We got 30 seconds, and then it's going to beep at us, and then we got to simulate this sucker. It's not that I didn't want to play the whole match. It's that, oh, God. We're up by the entrance ramp in a Hell in a Cell match. That's not the way this should go. And it's been going on for like 20 minutes anyway, if not more. Should be pretty soon. There, she taps. There's your one last symbolic tap out, and we're gonna have to quit and simulate this one because it's taking too long. Quit and simulate. Gotta happen. No progress for the match will influence the simulated result. Are you sure you'd like to quit and simulate it? Yeah, have to. They couldn't finish otherwise. Your winner, Naomi, retaining in a 5-star matchup. I mean, sure, absolutely. 5 stars, rivalry complete. Love it. So that ended up working out just fine. Naomi retains. So Naomi is our champ going into WrestleMania, as far as we know. And there's our big feud with Raquel Gonzalez done. Okay. Meanwhile, on SmackDown. Charity. Wow, look at that, trying to get extra fans. Charity. Dear Lord, Tozawa and John Cena have been feuding the entirety of their promotion's existence. That's insane. I'm going to simulate their show. Okay. Amazing booking. 4, 4, 2.5, 3.5, 4, 3.5, 4, 2, 5, 5. Yeah, we did okay overall. Okay. Continue. Hey, 140,000 fans. Love it. Decent enough promo. Don't really get why NXT want to push Raquel Gonzalez in that 5-star main event. Don't be grumpy. Don't be a grumpy guts. Okay, so we made about $500,000 and we got 140,000 fans. Still in number 1. We got free advertising to use. How'd they do? 120, so we got 20,000 fans on them. Who's Maya? Oh. Woo! So 3, 4, 55. So we got them by we got them by 199,000 fans at the moment. And we're getting closer on budget too. Tozawa, your world champ. Miami, Florida. Hang on 1 second. 1 second, China. Miami, Florida. For the build toward WrestleMania. So China's got a contract to renegotiate. We certainly have the money. Yep. She wants to come back for 20K. Yep. Hey Sonia, you've seen the work I've been putting in, but I know I can do more for the brand. I'm ready to run a main event match, and I know the fans will be excited for it. This would mean a lot to me in my career. What do you say? Hang on 1 second. Let me tab over to our rivalries, which I'll show you after we're done. Rivalries. Shotzi Mia Yim is at a level 2 rivalry. I have no problem main eventing the show with that. I will do that for you. No problem. So Liv Morgan versus Shotzi. I'm just penciling this in. I don't know what match type yet, but sure thing, Liv. So week 46, I have us Liv Morgan Shotzi main eventing. I think you should put me in a match with, with Indy Hartwell. Trust me on this. Your stamina is a 31. Okay. Next 3 weeks. So 46, 47. So Rhea versus Indy by week 49, maybe? 49, let's say. Next 3 weeks. You got it. Good stuff. Okay, book your least popular available star for a match and you get an injury rehab card. Don't really care about that, to be perfectly honest. I'll take one of these, though, and I'll definitely take this Hell Spa. Hell Spa 2. Good stuff. See, look at all these. I've never had anybody injured. That's why I have like 10 rehab cards I've never been able to use. Okay, I'm leaving everything alone. We're just taking a look at that as we both trended upward, but I ended up with more fans still. Things are certainly close. I wish it would show me the whole, not just 36 to 40, like the last 10 weeks. I wish it would show me the entire time. That's lame. Why wouldn't you show me the entire... Oh, there we go. Ah. Okay, so from the draft. Oh, that's fans. Okay, so we started about 1 million each. So we definitely kept it close. They jumped ahead with the first couple of pay-per-view. Like, we were neck and neck. They pulled ahead. We got even with week 5 there. There's our first pay-per-view. Second pay-per-view, they were a little bit ahead. Week 15, third pay-per-view, we pulled ahead a little bit, and then they evened it out for week 20. Again, neck and neck. And then week 25, they were ahead slightly. Week 30, we pulled ahead a little bit, and then you can see the gap remains consistent. Up until week 35, it gets a bit wider, slows down a little bit, and gets a bit thinner, going toward week 40, where we bumped it up again with the pay-per-view, and then it stayed pretty much consistent to week 45, where we both got fan bumps, but again, staying pretty like parallel to one another now. But again, we've got a bit of a gap where we are in command. So it's nice to see, to be perfectly honest. So I grabbed those cards. I have my notes. Who's our least popular star? Let's just check, just for funsies. Alexa? No problem. I could put Alexa in a match. They're the only one close to hurting themselves, too. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Let's check our journal. Contract notes. Done. The only two we need to worry about are Mickie James and Stone Cold? Yeah, Mickie James and Stone Cold. Okay. Do I have a... No. I was going to say, do I have a 1 week boost? I could just add it to Stone Cold and not worry about them. Mickey's we have to do in a couple weeks. That's fine. So promised Rhea Ripley a match against Indy Hartwell within 3 weeks. So that is by 46, 47, 48. Maybe? Maybe it's 48 instead. I'm going to put 48 and just try to get it over with fast. Because Kaylee Ray, Shayna want a match against each other soon. Yeah, there it is. So I have 2 weeks left to do this. I'm going to do it immediately. That is a feud too. That's another level 2. Okay, so yeah, I got that. That looks fine. So before I leave, I have one thing I might do. And it's hire a heel to fight Stone Cold at WrestleMania, and it might just be Mr. McMahon. Ooh, I kind of really like that. I mean, Boogeyman has more popularity, but this is pretty funny. I would just have them do promos against each other for 4 weeks and then put them in the ring. That's it. Let me double check and let me show you the feuds we have running currently. Okay. Let me do this. Actually drop out of that and put this up. So there you can see the feuds coming out of the pay-per-view that we still have active. This one we had to take a bit of a break on, and these two we've been slowly building. I can do 5 at the pay-per-view. So I might hire Vince and start Vince Austin. We're going to do that. Vince Austin. Signed. Okay, so now I have 2 legends for the first time. And I'm going to have Vince call out Stone Cold in a promo. Hang on. Promo 2, or promo 1, call Vince McMahon to Stone Cold. We are finally going to feature male talent only at WrestleMania. Which means I'm going to start rotating charity promos amongst our other talent. So they, stay on TV. So their popularity doesn't go down necessarily, and they can do something for us while staying on TV, and their stamina shouldn't go down either. So I have those 2 promos booked, and I have a couple of matches sort of penciled in. But we're going to do the main lion's share of the booking and such next week, as we normally do live, because we'll be presenting weeks 46 and 47 next week at 2 on a Thursday. And then 2 weeks from now, it's 48, 49, and 50, the big finale. So let me get on Radcam. And thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. I'm wishing everybody chill vibes and clear skies. And if you happen to find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. I'm going to be back on the air Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for more Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. But until then, TTFN, let's find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out of here. Well, there we go. All right, let's go do that. Thanks very much for hanging, everybody. Ta-ta for now.